welcome back to Alice Talks Football, and this has been a long awaited video, a video that I've been very excited to make for 99 days, and this is 5 things we'd learned post-match Manchester United. 5 things we learned from Tottenham Hotspur 1, Manchester United 1. And you know what, going into the game I was in such a good mood, and right now I'm just not in as much of a good mood because I think that was 2 massive points dropped. I think the gap between Chelsea could go to 5 points, and I think in the race for top 4, I think looking at the Spurs team sheet, looking at our team sheet, looking at the quality we had, the momentum we had before the game, although there was a long break, so momentum was kind of stopped, but I still think that was 2 massive points dropped in the race for top 4, and I think that was a game we really should have won, and we'll look back on if we don't get top 4 and think we could have won this game. So I'm not very happy with the result, but it's a 1-1 draw with Spurs. It's better than a loss. I'm going to get straight into 5 things we learned from Tottenham Hotspur 1, Manchester United 1. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe down below to Alice Talks Football, and let's get right into it. The first thing we learned is that the first goal changed the dynamic. In my video for the preview to the game, 5 things to expect versus Spurs, I talked about how the first goal would be really important because if Jose Mourinho scores the first goal, he's going to park the bus and it will just play into his hands. And well, exactly what I thought would happen happened. The game started a little bit slow for the first 10-15 minutes. I don't think Manchester United was super impressive, but nor was Spurs. And then for like the next 10 minutes after that, I feel like Manchester United were on the front foot. We were starting to get going, we were starting to look a bit of a threat in attack, and then against the run of play, Bergwin scores. Now I'm going to go and talking about that goal in a point later on, because I was not impressed by the goal that Bergwin scored under defending, but I will get to that later. And I think after Bergwin scored, it just kind of changed the dynamic of the game in Spurs' favour. It played into Mourinho's hand. You know, tactically that's what Mourinho wants, to take the lead and park the bus. And I felt like after that goal we looked a bit more shook. Spurs could play even deeper, we had to break them down more. And I think the whole first half was pretty poor because Spurs, you know, Mourinho, Spurs, they were very defensive. We didn't look like scoring after that goal in the first half, and I think it completely changed the dynamic of the game. The second point I want to get onto is I think there was a lack of risk-taking. I just felt like when we got the ball, we took too many touches, we weren't going to make that extra creative pass. I think players like Pogba and Bruno Fernades, you know, they like to take risks, so when they get the ball they want to pass it forward, but I felt when everyone else was on the ball, it was take too many touches, pass it back. I felt like when we got the ball, we were scared to sort of lose possession other than the likes of Fernandes and Pogba. Like, there were so many chances where we got the ball and we could have played a first time pass and then we held on to it. There's a lot of times where I thought, shoot, and we just didn't shoot. And I just felt like we took too much time on the ball. We didn't do much pass and move. I saw very little pass and move. First, you know, getting the ball, moving, running. It was take too many touches on the ball. I just felt like we weren't taking risks. I know there's been a long break, but we felt a little bit nervous. You know, we weren't taking that first time shot, that first time pass. I don't think there was enough movement off the ball, and I just felt like we just, you know, we looked a bit like the old Manchester United under Ollie. You know, the Manchester United pre-Bruno Fernandes, a lot in that first half where we were scared to create a chance, we didn't create a chance. The third thing is the subs changed the game. Paul Pogba, for me, completely changed the game. We created 1 big chance in the opening 63 minutes. Within 5 minutes of Paul Pogba being on the pitch, we created another big chance. He completely changed the game. I think, you know, he didn't completely change it, but as soon as Paul Pogba came on, we looked like we were going to score because we were attacking threat a lot of the game, but we never really looked like we were going to score until Paul Pogba came on. I thought when Paul Pogba came on, Martial brightened up a bit. He got a bit more service. You know, I don't think it was a good first half for Martial, but I thought, you know, he was very close to scoring in the second half, so I'm not really going to criticise Martial because it's not his fault. He didn't get too much service, but I think Paul Pogba completely changed the dynamic of the game. I think we should pick Greenwood over James as well. I think Greenwood offers a bit more than James when he comes on. James kind of runs in a straight line, puts the cross in. Greenwood's, I think he just does a bit more with the ball. You know, Greenwood almost scored in like one of the last minutes. I actually thought he was going to score that. I was jumping off my seat thinking that Greenwood was going to score in the 90th minute because he just missed. I think the subs were good subs from Ollie. I think Paul Pogba made a big impact. I thought Greenwood for James made a little bit of an impact, although we didn't see that much for Greenwood. But I think from that point, Paul Pogba needs to start and Greenwood needs to start, in my opinion. Fourth point is our defence is too slow. Luke Shaw slow, Lindelof slow, Maguire slow. Okay? I like Luke Shaw, but I don't think it was his best game today. Luke Shaw gets a lot of criticism, and I think today he wasn't good. Sometimes I think he is over-criticised, but to be honest, Luke Shaw and Maguire's fault for the goal, and David De Gea. That goal was an awful goal to concede. He just skimmed Maguire like that. the defence couldn't catch up to him, and he hit it right at De Gea. Now, I think De Gea should have saved that. A keeper of De Gea's quality, a world-class keeper, should have saved that. I understand it was very powerful, but I would expect De Gea to save that, which, you know, is very frustrating. But I just thought the defence was way too slow. There was a couple of times on the right-hand side where, you know, they were too quick for us, Bergwin and Aurier. And Aurier's not even good. Bergwin, he's a decent player, but I just felt that Luke Shaw and Maguire, they were a little bit too slow to handle the pace on the right wing, the threat on the right wing. You know, I just felt the defence was too slow, and that's what caught us out a bit, because Mourinho was playing kind of like Ollie, sit back and counter-attack. And obviously, you know, we have quick attackers and we benefit against slow defence. Other than Wan-Bissaka, we have a slow defence, and again, that just played into Mourinho's hands, and I was not impressed by the defence today. I think Harry Maguire did make a good tackle not long after that, but it just wasn't our best game defensively. Maguire, he's too slow, he got skinned, was not happy with that performance. And the fifth and final point today is I'm going to talk about some positives. So in the first half, my man of the match was McTominay. Let me know your first half man of the match. I just felt like he was everywhere. He was winning the ball. I know he lost the ball a couple of times, but he was trying to do something. I felt with a lot of the other players, it was take too many touches, pass it back. McTominay was trying to do something. He was trying to drive the ball forward. He was always there to tackle. He didn't stop running it. You know, I thought Fred wasn't as good today as he has been previously. But I'm happy Ollie picked McTominay, because for me, in the first half, McTominay was the man of the match. He did a lot of work, a lot of running. He tried to make things happen. And I think, you know, he won the ball back quite a few times. And in the second half, my man of the match is Paul Pogba. I thought Paul Pogba was brilliant in the second half. You know what, when Bruno Fernades got on the ball, he was pretty good. He was trying to get us forward. He was trying to get us to attack. He was trying to create chances. But I do think that Paul Pogba was my second half man of the match. Comment down below, who was your man of the match in that performance? What's your overall thoughts on it? I'm not very happy with the draw myself. I just think it's a game that we should have won looking at the team sheets, and, you know, I just think we should have won that, to be honest. Thank you for watching Alice Talks Football. This is 5 things we learned from Tottenham 1, Manchester United 1. Let me know your thoughts on the game. If you have not already, hit that like button, subscribe down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.